Just because I like fucking you doesn't mean I actually like you. Rich guys and hot guys get cheated on like everybody else. There's nothing to be afraid of. She's just a woman. Discovery trumps disclosure. You lost your edge, she lost the traction. That's how it works.
Live from Philadelphia, your man, Donovan Sharp.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 393rd edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. It is Tuesday, January 15th, 2019. It's good to have you guys in this afternoon, this evening. I think we're in this weird part of the year, at least here on the East Coast, where it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's a little bit dark out. So, good to have you in this evening, this afternoon. Either way works. We are multicasting live to 3 YouTube channels, 3 Facebook pages, and Twitter via Periscope. It is long-term relationship week here at TSR Towers, and yesterday we talked about the vetting process. We talked about the prerequisites, the characteristics, etc., etc. Well, today we're going to continue talking about vetting women. Now, vetting women, gentlemen, is the single most important element when it comes to choosing a woman for a potential relationship. But because men are lazy, because men are thirsty, because men are undisciplined, they rarely do. They rarely put in the work, the time, and the effort necessary to thoroughly, and properly vet a woman for long-term relationship potential. And in the end, 11 times out of 10, they end up getting burned. Those of you who are sports fans, and let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I am sitting a little further than the mic that I'm used to, and I want to make sure that you guys can still hear my voice loud and clear. Those of you who are sports fans are aware of the quarterback tandems debated about the NFL draft. Upcoming NFL draft. Andrew Luck or Robert Griffin III back in 2012. Alex Smith or Aaron Rodgers, I want to say back in 2005. More recently, Jared Goff versus Carson Wentz. The list goes on and on. Well, 1998 was no different. The Indianapolis Colts had the number 1 overall pick, and the word on the street was that they were torn in terms of which quarterback they wanted to draft, Ryan Leaf or Peyton Manning. They took Manning number 1 overall, and the San Diego Chargers ended up taking Leaf at number 2. Now, after they made the pick, after the pick came down, I think it was Suzy Kolber, or one of the ESPN reporters, who had the post-draft interview with Bill Polian, Hall of Fame general manager. He's the general manager of the Indianapolis Colts back in 1998 during the Peyton Manning days. He was also the general manager of the Buffalo Bills during the time they made their run to 4 straight Super Bowls. He put that team together. Anyway, Suzy Kolber asked him, and I'm paraphrasing here. She said, Bill, what made you draft Peyton Manning over Ryan Leaf? She said, Leaf clearly has the stronger arm. Leaf is clearly more athletic. He's faster. He's bigger. And he was the Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year. What made you choose Peyton Manning over Ryan Leaf? Well, Bill Polian, his answer was very simple. He said, quote, we did our homework, and Peyton was the clear choice. So the Colts, it seems, was never in doubt as far as who their guy was. Now, Peyton Manning, of course, goes on to be one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, wins 2 Super Bowls with 2 different teams, sets all kinds of records, and so on and so forth. But Ryan Leaf is considered to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, draft bust in NFL history. He's mentioned with guys like Tony Mandarich and Jamarcus Russell. A lot of guys put Leaf as the number 1 draft bust of all time. We hear about them all. Andre Ware, Keyjana Carter, Curtis Enis, etc., etc. Ryan Leaf's career lasted 4 short years. He played with 4 different teams. And during those 4 years, he threw a total of 14 touchdowns and 36 interceptions. Flamed out of the league. Since he retired... Oh, wait a minute. I'm having internet problems again, so I do apologize. Since he retired, okay, he's been in trouble with the law. He had an opioid dependency. He got caught stealing pills and went to prison for 2 years. Okay? Now, since then, he's gotten his life back together, right? Hang on a second. I'm having internet problems again. This is... Forgive me, guys. This is absolutely...